your life, live in the moment. But how exactly does one live? How do you live in the moment? I have often asked myself this question whenever I advised myself to live my life a little, and I never had an answer to this question. How does one truly live? And life is all about living, but living exactly what? Because in most cases, this advice is limited to the good stuff. And no, I'm not implying that I have never offered this advice to anyone else. I have, to me, to others, I have, and with full confidence. But now that I think about it, with my mind more open, with more acceptance in my heart, and with a better understanding of life and the art of letting go, I think, and yes, I think, because of my habit of questioning everything, I know I will again question this in the coming years to come to find a better conclusion that is more accurate to where I am in my life. I think life is more about experiencing than living. It's so weird because I have gone to too many things deciding I'll simply live, taste life, and it sounds so good, but I don't remember doing that. There is no man will to live your life. Whether you live or not, life is happening. What's there to understand and inject in your blood is whether you are a part of this happening or an observer. And I have been an observer all my life. No wonder writing felt so natural, something that was an extension of me and not a skill I needed to master. Something kept on my shelf, and all I had to do was extend my arm and grab it, easy peasy. I think, or that's what my understanding for now has come to, is life is yes about living, but more so it's about experiencing. Living might be equal to experiencing. Live your experience with open arms. The good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, in all forms and shapes. Live them, experience them. Be present in your experiences because that's where living happens. That's where life breathes. I also feel the advice live your life creates a mesh that protects you from the bad stuff, as if this only wants you to live the better side of it, not everything that comes along, which is where my confusion began because, okay, I'll live and be happy, but what to do when the grey clouds hover above my head? How to handle the doubts slowly infecting my cells? How to live the phases that depletes me of my essence and be okay with it? There has always been this deep sense of understanding towards this advice, but still, I found myself swirling in confusion. And now that I think of it, the understanding I had was towards life and not towards the advice. It was I who was confused because I just wanted an anchor to hold steady, and this advice looked calm enough to expect stability. What brought the change I so needed in my life was this: living is not exactly about life. Living is about experiencing everything that is happening, and when you do that, life happens for you. That's where life lives with you and through you. For all my life, life was a different entity for me, but now that I have changed my perspective, I am life. What else can life be? You are a living organism. You are life. You carry life within you. The moment you are gone, your life is gone too. So, yeah, living is a good advice, but experiencing everything is what I needed to hear. Because what happened was, in living, my entire focus was trying to make myself happy, live a kind of life that I've seen on screen, that I've read on pages. And by doing so, I kind of distanced myself from the real version. I always had this in my head that was heavily influenced by the media I have consumed, and I was so dedicated towards replicating that because I thought and believed that that's how living happens, that's how you live life. And that was so wrong, like so wrong, because what we see on screen is a meticulously created piece of art. And you, no matter how much you try, you can't replicate that. Not that life, college life, friendships, love stories, the bonds, the adventures, the characters, you cannot have that. They are figments of someone's imagination, and you cannot attain them no matter how much you need them or how much you want them. I was reserved with this idea, and that's where my understanding of this came from. If I'm not living like them, laughing like them, creating memories like them, then I'm not living. One more reason I love this version of mine is I started challenging this thing because, in the vain hope of trying to replicate something that cannot take corporeal form in the real world, made everything come with a sense of fabrication attached to it. It all felt depleting, empty, and like the more you live like that, the more distance you create with yourself. So, had to challenge the whole perception. And the conclusion: experience the experiences in all honesty. Accept every experience with open arms, and you will be living your life. Which brought a sense of calm and a stupidly big smile on my face. And I feel grateful for it. Okay, bye.